Hi, I'm Chantel Taylor. Thank you so much for logging in and listening and watching this episode of Shining Stars. Today we're here in Sheriff Mark Curran's office, and he's going to continue to share with us his thoughts and his encouragement for fifth graders, not only in Zion, Beach Park, and Winthrop Harbor, Illinois, but across this nation. This is such an important topic when it comes to kindness, when it comes to a young person and doing the best that they can in school. So again, thank you so much, Sheriff Curran, for being willing to take this time to, just reach out to our young people, to our youth, to our future, and just give them the encouragement that they need. Now, as you know, that, December 10th will be our big banquet day, and you'll have words for the children in person, all of the winners, but we just wanted, and we appreciate so much this up close and personal time where not just the 25 fifth graders in the room, but across this nation, what would be your message to a fifth grader today in America concerning kindness and concerning, being positive?
Right. Thank you, Chantel, for the invitation to speak. I think that, my message to the children would be obviously one that comes from our faith. And I think that at the end of the day, we have to believe that there is a God. There had to be a first mover. And, we can argue that independent of any text, and independent of any scriptural evidence, that there clearly is a God. There's clearly an order to the universe, that an explosion couldn't have created all of this.
Right.
And from there, we have to think that, as human beings, we're created in the likeness and image of God.
Right, right.
And, unlike animals, we have souls. And those souls will live on forever. And from there, ultimately, God has a purpose for each and every one of us. And if everyone is created in the likeness and image of God, that means you are. And that means, each of their classmates
That's right.
are created in the likeness and image of God as well. And we have a shared humanity.
That's it. That's it.
And it's not about, this is my world and everybody else is just visiting. We are, in order to be successful and in order to really have any real lasting joy and any real glory that goes upstairs,
Right.
We have to recognize that basic premise, that there's a shared humanity.
That's
We're
right.
all connected. So when you hurt someone else, ultimately they're going to go hurt someone else. As a result, that's a natural reaction. You put in motion a domino effect that, it's going to come full circle, and then the people that you are most intimately concerned about are going to be hurt as well. So that's
Right.
invariably what we see transpiring.
Unfortunately.
So we know that people generally that engage in bullying or engage in acts, hurtful behavior, are hurting themselves.
Right.
And, whether or not they feel that things aren't right in the house, whether their family has been broken up,
Right.
whether or not, there isn't a dad to take them to the ball game or what have you, and as a result, there's a sadness and a hurt.
Right.
And then, the tendency to lash out, and that's where, in that fear
Right.
and in that sadness, we oftentimes lash out. We see that. So I guess my message would be just love.
That's right.
And these classmates, when you love them, it's in
Right.
giving that we receive.
That's true.
And when you sit there and you reach out to somebody that may be hurting or may be lonely or not feel connected to the class quite the way they should be,
Right.
what it's going to do to your soul and your whole system is just so powerful.
Right.
So
Right.
be on the alert for that. Be
That's right.
aware as to whether or not somebody looks like they're sad that day.
Right.
And if they are, what's going on?
That's right.
Anything I could do? You want to play ball today? I
Right.
got an extra bag of Fritos?
That's it. That's it. Kindness. Right.
Exactly.
Right. And Sheriff, unfortunately, coming up real soon in December will be the 1-year anniversary of the horrible Newtown, Connecticut thing that happened to children even younger than 5th grade. And we know that, the offender in that was someone that, was somewhat of a loner and just kind of really didn't fit in. So, as again, when we have the wonderful banquet to celebrate all of the winners on December 10th of this year, what special message, can you also give to these, to our youth of today and, across, this world when it comes to, just like how you said love and kindness, but when they put it into their everyday actions, so they wouldn't be looked at as weird, but what do you think about that when it comes to how they can just help?
Absolutely. I think that, like you said, not to be looked at as weird. Well,
Right,
you know what? The inverse of that is what should be weird.
right.
I mean, that's what leads to
Right.
the destructive
Exactly.
actions and the destructive
Being alone.
behavior that's killing our society.
Right,
So, coming in a loving, charitable manner to your neighbor shouldn't be weird. I mean,
right,
that's what we're called to do.
right,
Guys, I know we operate from a mindset of machismo. I mean, I played all the sports. I was a football player and everything else. And
right.
you look at the NFL players, and many of the best players, when the game's over, they're on their knees holding hands with the opposition in prayer.
Right,
So, I mean, yeah, we got a job to do. As guys, we're hardwired to enjoy, physical contact, whether it's in a boxing ring or on a football field or,
right.
just out at recess, kill the guy with the ball, what have you.
Mhm.
But at the same time, that's all fine and everything.
Right,
But when it's over, I mean, let's check our hearts, and we don't want that mindset to carry over to the extent that we don't recognize that when that person's hurt,
right.
we should be empathizing with them. We should be feeling that hurt.
That's right, that's right. And then just also to just kind of help a young person understand, Sheriff, what does love look like to a 5th grader?
Right. So 5th graders aren't going to go up and say "I love you," what have you.
Because they're in
especially
5th
two
grade.
guys aren't going to do that. One of them might get punched for doing that.
Yeah.
So,
What do they
but
do?
ultimately, whatsoever you do unto the least, you did it unto me.
Right,
And
right,
like I said, it's giving from your surplus, or it's giving sometimes from your from your needs even, and making sure that
Right.
somebody else is taken care of. It's essentially getting outside of yourself, forgetting about you for a minute, forgetting about all your, wishes and
Mhm.
what you perceive as needs, and start thinking about other people
right,
and thinking about their enjoyment,
right,
and thinking about whether or not that other person has deep needs that aren't being met, and could I help that other person. So by getting in that mindset,
that's good.
that's what we want to encourage, and ultimately that's what our Lord tells us that we're called to do as well.
That's right, that's right. And then one final question for you, Sheriff. Again, this is all inspired by the 25 winners from Zion, Beach Park, and Winthrop Harbor that did win winning essays about who the kindest person is that they know. So as you personally offer a congratulations to them, is there any further advice that you will give those 25 winners to carry on to 6th grade, 7th grade, on out their school years and beyond?
Just Christ says that you're to be like little children.
Right.
We're all called to be like little children, innocent
Right,
and genuine in our love, and truly compassionate.
that's right.
And they don't forget that.
Right.
They're 10 years old right now, I think, because I have a 9-year-old that's in 4th grade.
Yes.
So they're 10 years old. Well, the world is a tough, cold, nasty place at times.
Unfortunately.
But
Yeah.
don't let that beat you up. Don't let that take away the innocence that you have right now at this moment in time, for which others have recognized. Carry that with you.
That's
Stay
true.
like little children.
Right.
Stay, the same sweetness that exists in you right now. Hang on to that, because it is so valuable, so powerful, that it
That's
will
right.
transform the world.
I like that. And as you continue to be the sheriff of Lake County, what is some ways that you can just, continue to encourage them? And again, for the kids to hear your heart when it comes to, you're the top law guy in Lake County, and they will be able to look back on this day and be like, Sheriff Curran came and gave me kind words to last, for my life. But just kind of, can you just share, as the top law enforcement official, for Lake County, for not just the fifth graders' safety, but for their families and for Lake County, can you just share what you continue to look forward to doing and how you continue to, portray that kindness, because it starts right from the top, in regards to people being able to understand how important kindness really is and how it goes even beyond a fifth grade classroom essay.
Sure. I think Mother Teresa said something to the effect that if you're nice to people, they'll think that you have ulterior motives.
Right.
If you give them something, they'll think that you're getting something back that they don't know about.
Yeah.
If you're, if you help somebody out, then
I
they'll
love
be
it.
waiting for you to help them, and what have you. And that there's all these hidden agendas.
Yeah.
And it's that jaded perspective. Why even bother? Because if I'm nice to someone, they're going to think that I'm a politician. I just want their vote, or I'm in the office and I'm just being nice to them because I have to be nice to them.
Right.
Well, you know what? Ultimately, be nice anyways.
That's right. That's what she
Because
said.
really, the only opinion that matters is our
That's
Lord,
right.
and
That's
He wants
perfect.
us to be nice to everyone, and it'll
That's
feel
right.
good. It feels awesome to be nice to people.
That's right. That's excellent. Thank you. That's one of my favorite poems that I use to
Mhm.
inspire myself about just doing it anyway, no matter what a person thinks. Be nice anyway. Be
Right.
kind anyway. So, Sheriff, again, I want to thank you so much for your time today. And again, I know this is just going to be a timeless, keepsake that the children in Zion, Winthrop Harbor, and Beach Park, as well as their parents, will always be able to have much gratitude that you took the time to be a part.
Well, thank you, Chantel, for being so active in the community,
Oh,
and thank you for all that you're doing. I mean, it really, I think it's very powerful, and
Thank you.
God
Thank
bless.
you. Thank you so much, Sheriff. Thank you. All right. And we are just about finished here, and we are going to have the wonderful opportunity to wrap this up, and we'll show you more scenes from right there at the banquet. Thank you.